What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It is Christmas Day or the day of Christmas Eve, depending on how you celebrate it. So everybody happy Christmas and hope you enjoyed the holidays with your family. But there's still some work to do on the bike, and that is what we're gonna do today. Now I have to make a confession. I told you guys I will do a 2-day video, but time got away from me. I mean, with the holidays and all that stuff, I couldn't get around to it. So I only have 1 day of filming, and that is today, because tomorrow the video has to go up. So I'm gonna try to do as much work as I can for the last normal video of the year. Of course, the last video is always a compilation video of every single video that I made this year in 2022. But for this video, we're just gonna do as we normally do. We're gonna work on the bike. And today, as I promised, I'm gonna work on the exhaust. So the plan or the goal of today is to get this attached to the exhaust. This needs to be relocated. We grinded it off to relocate it in a better position to fit on this bike. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to reshape it, clean it up, and then just weld it on the exhaust. But we're gonna have to get the position right. So I'm gonna put the seat temporarily on there with the block of wood that we did before, get all the measurements right that we took with the shade, and then we can figure out how we can fit this bracket on the exhaust and make it all look good. I don't think I'm gonna be able to attach the exhaust to the bike, but that is gonna be for next year. But for now, let's get the bike ready, put the seat on there, and get this attached on there. So we got the seat on there temporarily, and the good thing about this system that I designed is I built a frame on the bike itself and I put a piece of wood on the seat. So what I can do with this, I can remove the seat, put it back on there, and it will be the right dimension. We got 81 height, and this is 84.5, so I can remove it, put it back on, and then just strap it on here, and it will always be the same position. Now this is temporarily. We're not gonna mount the seat with wood, we're gonna do it all metal. But for now, this is the best solution. Now, the reason that I had to put on the seat to weld the exhaust is because of this line right here. I want the exhaust to go in line with that, or close enough, so we got a nice flow from the gas tank to the engine to the exhaust, and have the same with the strut bar and the seat. That is the whole idea about it, but now we're gonna have to do the exhaust. Now the issues with the exhaust is this bracket right here. I reinforced it with a bolt so it's nice and sturdy, but I have to put this on here. Now, the first problem that I have is that it is not centered. As you can see, it's a little bit crooked. This should be a little bit like this, all centered. So I'm gonna have to work out how I'm gonna do that. Make sure that it fits nicely, nice and straight, because in this position it leans a little bit to the back tire, and we don't want that. We want it to lean a little bit out so we have clearance for everything, and the tire doesn't get too hot with the exhaust right there if you're standing still. But let me show you how I'm gonna mount this on the bike so you have a clearer view. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky to show you guys, but what I'm mainly planning, if I can hold it correctly, is something like this. The exhaust will go even with this part, and I have a lot of clearance. I can see where I can mount it. The exhaust doesn't come too low, so we can swoop under here, so that is not a big issue. But let me get you guys a little bit closer. So this is where the exhaust is gonna be. I am thinking something like this. When I put it on the correct angle with the seat, this is how it's gonna sit. I don't want it too close over here, and I don't want it too far so it will break or whatever. I think this is a good medium that I can work with, and it's pretty nice because there is a line right here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line this up and mount it just like this. When the bracket is welded on there, we can still move this around, but I think this is the best position that I'm gonna have. And after that, we can work out how we're gonna attach this. But as I told you, that is gonna be for next year. Let's just get on with it. This is still gonna be a lot of work, and hopefully I can get it done by the end of the day. So here it is, the bracket is all welded on here. Now my welds don't look as good. I did an overpass so everything becomes smooth. So there is no like dimes as they call them. It is a smooth surface. I think that is prettier. My dimes aren't that good. I had to do it in small little steps because I didn't want to burn through the exhaust. So I did it in small little steps and then went over one last time to smooth everything out. And then you get a finish just like this. It is not the prettiest, but it will hold. As you can see, the bracket is on there. I'm pretty happy about it. Now, of course, as I told you, we are not gonna put this exhaust on the bike yet. We're gonna do that next year because time crunch, of course, but we can already check on how it's gonna fit. So I'm gonna try to get the seat in frame so you can see how it's gonna be. I'm thinking something like this. Make the Leo Vinci logo straight and put this one over here, and then we can see something like this. This is how the exhaust is gonna be. When there is a silence on there, the silencer will come over here straight with the back tail. That is gonna look very pretty, but we still need to do a lot of things right here. As you can see, when I hold the exhaust on here, this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to cut this away, grind it, and find a mechanism that I can bolt this on, and it is sturdy. I don't want the exhaust to go very low, but I cannot go any higher because of this right here. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be very, very tight, but it's gonna be pretty. So in the next normal video, we're gonna try to attach this on here, and then we can try to figure out how to go from here all the way to the cylinder head, and then we'll have a working exhaust and we can start the bike. So yeah, this is the last normal video of the year. I hope you enjoyed this year. Next week is gonna be the compilation video of every single video we made in 2022. There we can look back at every single video that we made. It is Christmas Eve right now, and I hope you have a very happy Christmas Eve with your family or your friends. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we are now. We did a lot of work, and I hope to see you next year. Check out the compilation video as well. And yeah, that is gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're not already subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next year.